Hello everyone, welcome to my channel here along the narrow road. This is my third video here, so I am going to introduce you to some handicrafts that I did with my children this spring, and everything is blooming, so it was perfect for us to go ahead and make some fairy gardens. And we got all our supplies except the soil at the dollar store or at Five and Below. The entire project was fairly cheap, costing only about maybe $25 to $30 for all four of my children that were participating. So I got them some marbles, some crushed glass, and some little wooden planks as you see there. I as well wanted to decorate my window and the kitchen, so I got something for myself. Here you can see my children. I had them work diligently and carefully to putting the soil in their little pots where they will be planting their gardens. So I had the oldest two working together, and then my youngest two saw what they were doing and they went ahead and put their soil in their pot. So the idea here is that they are working with their hands, they are planting seeds, they are creating something that's not just them dawdling and ripping a paper or sticking something with glue. Rather, they are creating something that is going to grow, that is going to be alive, that they're going to have to water, and something that's going to make their home more beautiful. And so this is an excellent way to teach them about how seeds grow, a little bit about nature. You could add some nature study in here. You can talk about the pollinators that will come, and that's exactly what we did here. We talked about the butterflies and the hummingbirds and the bees that will come eventually. We as well created some little mushrooms out of air dry clay, and so we painted them here. I did the little white dots for them while they actually painted the mushrooms whatever colors they wanted. We had made some little pinch pots that they could use as little wells or pools or whatever they can imagine in their little minds. So they were painting those while me and the baby were just over here creating. So these are the little finished products of their fairy gardens. They might not look Pinterest worthy to you all, but to me they are beautiful and they are sprouting already, and it is just great to see my children work with the soil. So another thing that I wanted to do with them was to create some flower crowns. We have been reading a book about rivers, and the little girl makes a flower crown and drops it into the river as her grandmother tells her the importance of rivers. And so we went around our entire lake and other parts of our neighborhood collecting flowers and little leaves, some sort of daisies, ferns, things that I could create into a flower crown for them. So this was much more of a handiwork for me than for my children. They got to wear them and enjoy them and walk around and pretend that they were kings and princess and queens and all that fun stuff. But here you see me making the outer like the little ring for the crown, and this was my first time doing this, so I know that it may not look perfect, but I got it to work. We found these at the park near our home. They were a little bit thick, the stem, but then the little leaves were so whimsical, and I felt that they would be perfect for these little flower crowns. And I say that flower crowns can be whatever they want to be. You can make them as whimsical as you'd like. You could fill them with roses. You could fill them with daisies, with whatever little things that you find along your walk with your children. So what I did was we went out in that morning after we had read our book, and after we came back and did our schoolwork, I began to work on the little crowns as they were doing their independent work. So even though you see me here and it looks like I may be alone, I had a baby on the high chair next to me. I had all my other children right in front of me at our dining room table right there, working on independent work. So This is real life here. I was not alone creating head crowns. So here I'm just sticking little ferns in there, little daisies, little purple flowers we found along the way. And I'm kind of trying to just figure out how to keep them in there without any little ties or anything. I do want to say to be very, very careful with whatever your children pick, because I had to keep reminding them not to stick their hands in their mouths, in their eyes, and in their ears, because you don't know what can cause an allergy or some other sort of more severe reaction. These are plants we're talking about. So make sure your children wash their hands very well after they are done picking flowers and after they are done with their little wreaths. So these did come out extremely beautiful. And I wanted you to see the process here. This is surely a nice little handiwork for a mother or an older child to do. I enjoyed it thoroughly. It calmed me down. It relaxed me. I just had a little cup of coffee next to me and I continued to work, and I had plenty of interruptions, but it was fine at the end of the day. We loved how they came out. We were so happy. So my daughter actually said on the same day next March, we are going to make flower crowns, and it is going to be our family's day to wear flower crowns every single year. And I love that idea. It creates tradition. And I think that Charlotte Mason would have liked that, creating some sort of tradition of how handicraft work. So